This question was asked in a poll. For every year you remove from your life, you get $500,000. How many years would you give up? Here we are making hypothetical deals with the devil. And these years will be shaved off the end of your life, whenever that would happen. You don't get to cherry pick them, like that high school goth phase. You can't get rid of that one. The most popular answer is 1 to 2 years, so $500,000, $1 million bucks. About 40% of people said they'd give up a year or two. And then 18% of people said they'd give up 3 or 4, get up to $2 million. And then another 18% said no deal. They weren't willing to give up any years. And then it's funny because the next most popular answer went the opposite way with 10 years. They want $5 million, And I'm thinking, well, okay, we don't know what that last year is. It's all going to depend on you, really, how you take care of yourself and everything. And I'm thinking, well, money buys health. If you're rich, you can extend your life, by getting good doctors and, having good care and all that. So I understand, giving up 10 years for $5 million, because then you might be able to extend your life a few years.
No, you're giving up the years, so you've just shortened your lifespan by 10 years. There's no going back and getting those years back.
No, you're taking the years off the end.
Yeah, so say you were going to live to 80, you live to 70,
What?
Period, amen. You get the money now, and then you die at 70.
It doesn't say this in the poll.
You're making it too complicated.
No, I think you're making it too complicated.
What's your number?
0. I'm not giving up any life
Rick?
for any money.
What's yours?
And Kelly, it's funny you mentioned, because these are the terrible years you're giving up.
You don't know that.
Maybe you might get hit by a bus today.
Right.
I don't know that, so I guess I'll experience the terrible years rather than risk taking 5 years off the end of my life, which might be 65, and then I get to live one more year.
Well, okay, again, so you're in the mindset that the last year of your life is determined. This is it.
Yeah.
So if I was going to live to be 72 and all of a sudden I got $10 million, I'm still only going to live to be 72, but we're going to have to remove years from that.
Right.
Okay.
What are you going with?
Because I'm thinking if I got a lot of money, I'm going to live longer than I would have without the money.
No, you're trying to beat the system.
Well, no, it's just what it didn't say.
So you're going to use all your you're going to use your millions to then go into like pouring life that you should have had. Okay, you got 5 years taken off, and then you got your several $1 million, and now you're going to use all that money to get that 5 years back?
No, not all of it. But I can go to a good doctor, have a good family doctor taking care of me. I can probably eat better. I will have more. I'll be rich, so I'll have more time to work out and take care of myself. I'm going to go with 6.
Okay.
What?
That's cool.
And I mean, when you got money, there's less stress.
Okay.
Which can take years off your life. What's your number?
25.
25 years?
Yep.
You're going to get
$12.5 million. 25 years.
20.
Sign me up.
Wow.
And
I'm not surprised by your answer. I'm not surprised at all. But doesn't
25.
it make sense that it's like, okay, so then someone in the universe, it's known that you are going to live to age 78.
It's fine. 25. That's too long.
So 53, you're dead.
Got it. So 25.
Come hell or high water, you've got that money up until you're the age
25. That's my goal. That's
All
my
right.
number. Get me out of here. And then I'm not leaving anything either. I'm taking it all with me. I want to be buried with my crown molding. And I want clean trash cans with my name on them before I go. That's what I want. 25. I'll leave it to I'll leave a big chunk to Pug Rescue.
Oh, man.
Trina says I'm laying down
sorry, Kel. I want a checklist on my funeral. If you're not on the list, you're not getting in.
Trina says Kelly's laying down logic. Gerald says I'm with Kelly 0 years. And then someone texted in, Kelly's an idiot. So we got a real range of emotions about my opinion.
Well, listen to what Todd said. Todd says, I'm giving it all up. My family would be blessed without me.
Aw.
Man.
That's an unselfish thing right there.
Yeah,
I'm the complete opposite.
John Dutro is with me. Like, we don't understand the that you want to make money by selling your life just to use that money to get your life back.
No, I don't see it that way.
Dr. Dennis says Rick is using George Bush math.
Man,
I don't get it.
I'm so misunderstood.
Yeah, I know. I guess we don't understand it because you can see good doctors right now.
Let me see if I get this right. You'll give up 5 years, so you have a chunk of money, and you're using the money to prevent yourself from an earlier exit than the 5 years you've already given up to make sure that you're in the best health you can until you. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like with millions of dollars, I will extend my life enough that I'll be happy because I've got money.
I'm not sure I understand the logic. I'm trying to.
Kelly, you say you can see good doctors now. You don't think millionaires see better doctors than we see?
Maybe, but I'm just saying that if your whole goal is just to see better doctors, then I don't understand why you'd give any. I don't get it. I guess I'm just not understanding. That's fine, though. It's the way you see the question and the way you want to handle it. I am absolutely fine with that.
Have a better quality of life.
Are they better doctors, or are they offering what other doctors won't for a higher price?
Well, yeah, because I think there are doctors who just want to give you a prescription, and then there are doctors who want to solve your problem.
Well, but you also have doctors who are willing to experiment if the price is right, because they're under certain restrictions that they can't necessarily do everything because, well, they won't let us do that. But if you have the right amount of money, we can get this research project done in Tijuana.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just feel like with money, I'm going to have less stress, and I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to have a better quality life.
And then you just give up the terrible years at the end.
Right.
Okay, no, I know I'm on board.
All right.
I like it. I like it.
Do you think the island really exists where all these super rich people and stars have clones someplace and their organs have been harvested so they can use them?
Who knows? Rich people, man, they like to think they could do something like that, I'm sure. They're so important that the world can't do without them. I
bet a few of them even paid to have their favorite horrors cloned, too. Just in case.
But yeah, so let's say I give up 10 years for $5 million, and so instead of living to 80, I live to 70, but I have a much better quality of life, much healthier. I have money to do all the things I want to do. To me, that's worth it.
All right. I will go along with that. I actually like your answer. I'm
sticking by it. 25. That's my number.
25 years.
Yep.
Now, if I knew
he's
I
younger
was
than
gonna,
we are.
If I knew I was going to live to 85, I feel like I don't know though. I don't know. Guys, I don't feel like I could give up any life.
85, but then you'd only live to be 60.
No, not 25 years. I'm never giving up as much.
Oh, I thought. Okay. All right.
I feel like if we could hand Lewis $1 million right now, he would say, I'll just live to 42. I'll just blow it all in the next 2 years and then sayonara.
I'm out. Live the good Chris Farley exit plan.
That's why I'm putting an air tag in this guy, because I need...
No, you know what? If I take 25 years off my life, that means I still have plenty of time. Now, but again, I will be cursed because I will have taken 25 years off my life, and I'll live my remaining time until that 25 kicks in as a paraplegic or something else, and I won't fully be able to enjoy my wealth because that's how I will be penalized. But that's my $12.5 million for 25 years of my life. You can have it.
Oh my gosh. So Jamie said,
I saw this.
My husband is 11 years older than me. If there was a way of knowing, I'd give up however many years it takes to never have to live without him.
I am with you, Jamie. 100%. I'm with you. If there was a way to figure it out to where you could both die the same day or something, I want in on that deal as well.
Hypothetically, though, if you've been being killed slowly, a little bit at a time over years, wouldn't you just want to take that time, get it off?
Yeah, take it off the back end.
I mean,
All right,
plus you got a lot of millions of dollars. You can invest it and make more.
Mary says that she's with me. The guy who thinks I'm an idiot says he's with Thick Rick, 10 years off the back end. Let's see.
Larry said he'd give up as many years as it takes for my family to know they were set financially.
Yeah.
A lot of unselfish people.
Seen a lot of that.
That makes me smile. I really, truly wish I could be like you, but I'm not. 25, 12.5 million, I'm done. I side. Where do I side?
Where'd the one go? Oh, man, where'd it go?
Elizabeth.
I'm with Thick. I'm going to work myself to death as it is now so I could at least enjoy the last,
Katie says, if you work for a living, you're already selling your life, and most of us are stressed because we're still struggling. I give up a few years for less stress and struggle.
Right.
Okay.
Amen, Katie.
I really sympathize with that. I get it. Elizabeth says 4 years. I'm 32 years old and I'm already falling apart. So I'm sure I'm going to need those. I'm not going to need those years anyway. 1 year will pay off house, cars, school loans. I'm traveling for a bit and leaving the rest to my kids.
Amen.
Justin says, ask me what if I don't live 25 years. I probably won't, Justin. That's just how it'll work. But if I know that I've signed the deal and I've got the $12.5 million, even if I die, even if I go 6 months later, I'm going to have the best 6 months. I'm going to have an epic 6 months. There will be signs.
Have people ever called you a pessimist? Ever? Just curious. If you could trade years of your life for $5,000 each, how many would you give up? Kelly's given up none. I'm giving up 10. Lewis has given up 25. Lewis wants that money now, and he's going to go have a big party.
It does sound weird when you say it that way.
Okay, and I like what you were saying during the break, Thick, when you were saying if the average U.S. male lives to 78, 77 years old.
77. The average person lives to 77.
Okay, the average person lives to 77. So say you took that 10 years off. Now you are living to age 67.
Man, now I'm going, well.
That's a lot of time off. And
we are clearing this up. It's tax-free. Because if it's not tax-free, I got to give up 45 years to get the same $12.5 million. And that math doesn't quite work as well as my original math does.
Now, Justin Gregory said, I am willing to give up 5 years of Thick's life.
Oh,
so he's gonna
no.
And I see where Justin's coming from, and I see where a lot of people are going. Doesn't matter how much money you have, everybody die. I get that. There's a lot that goes into that, but it's not necessarily about money. Because it's buying things is one thing, but what comes with money is almost it's hard to put a price on it, and that is security. That feeling that if something goes astronomically wrong, you have the means to get out of it.
Right.
And that's a good feeling. When you know that, when you can go, man, every one of my bills is paid, and if I want to take a 3-week European vacation tomorrow, I can. There's a good feeling to that. Like not knowing that if you drive down the street and you throw a rod in your car and your engine and you got $2,000 worth of engine problems, there's good feeling going,
yeah,
not a big deal.
That's stress release.
Yes.
Stress. And see, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I'll have good health care. I won't have as much stress, so that will actually add more time onto my life. I wasn't basing it on this is the date or the year I'm going to die, period, end of story.
We don't have a set age.
Right.
But see, I know, and Kelly, you and I were talking off the break. I'm not sure if Rick heard our discussion or not. There comes a point where you reach a certain age where your quality of life diminishes. And yes. I don't want to be at that stage where, oh, cool, I live to be 90, but all I do is I sit in a chair all day and I either sleep in the chair while I'm watching TV or I sleep in my bed or I have a couple of meals here and there. Maybe somebody comes to visit me. Maybe they don't. And I don't my thing is I don't want to go into the mirror and look and go, yeah, this guy is not able to do anything anymore. Right. I don't want that. So,
but I feel like that's most people.
That is. So and that's part of the reason why I have my early exit strategy. Maybe my mentality will change in a year. I don't know. But right now, that's where I am. I don't want to live that life where
I feel like we go out the way we come in, drooling and somebody changing our diapers.
Right. I don't want that. I don't want to, oh man, remember when I used to be able to go on a 4-mile bike ride? Not anymore.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't charge my scooter. I can't even make it down the driveway. I don't want that.
Katie's taking a year, $500,000, pay off the student loans, and have a nice little nest egg and less stress.
Bill said I'd give up my first 10 years and start my life at 10 years old. I'm down with that idea.
Yeah, and that was very specific, though, in the poll, is that you couldn't cherry pick the years. It had to be off the end of your life.
That's a good theory, Bill. I like that. I am on board with that.